We've always talked about this as a movement, not as a website. The reason why we've built a company is because I think a company is by far the best way to get the best people together and align their incentives around doing something great. We're kind of in the sweet spot now, and will be for the next few years, where the company is large enough that there's room for people to come in and experiment with things and have a lot of leverage in what they do. And it's also not so large that you're going to get lost in that, right? We build a lot of tools that make it so that engineers can have low friction for getting started in an idea, can get machines if they want to test something out, have a good environment to build things. We push code every single night. So it's really a magical time for the company, and a lot of great people are joining now because of that. We are way closer to the beginning of this than the end, and this is the type of thing that can get 1 billion people using it. And decisions that we make now and people who are joining now are really getting in at the ground floor in terms of shaping the direction that this is going to go in.
That's our careers video, if anyone's looking for a job. So, I just want to see the hands again. How many people in here are actually on Facebook? How many people have actually been onto Facebook today? And how many of those went onto Facebook on their mobile? Good numbers. I like this slide, okay? What I ask is to let go of what you think you know. And by this I mean, because you're all on Facebook, you will all automatically think you understand and know everything there is to Facebook and how to place brands on there. I was very fortunate. I came on as the second employee outside of the US at Facebook almost 3 years ago. I learned something new at Facebook every single day. So I really want you to think, just this 30 minutes, what if? We are going to be here to reinvent how brands and consumers talk to each other. Outdoor ads, TV ads, a one-way communication where you're pushing your product and your message out to the audience. Facebook gives your brand a voice. It is going to change how you communicate to users and how you actually listen to what they're saying and turn that into something you can have positively in your business. So in the UK, imagine if you could tap into 26 million people to get the next flavor of your next Big Mac. Maybe you tap into those 26 million people to decide where you place your next McDonald's. This is something they had already started looking into across Scotland. Maybe if I was in the Middle East. Ladies, you know how many different ranges of makeup there are in the market. Imagine if you can try every single shade of makeup or lipstick or blusher before you even go and actually purchase. Again, something L'Oreal have looked into. You can actually go forward and actually request a sample. So if I was in the Middle East, imagine if I could build a community around beauty of 4.7 million people, where you look to engage with them around content, around your brands, and get advocates for your different products. It's all very simple. To engage with users on Facebook doesn't always require the big advertising campaigns. Those status updates, those emotive comments, those calls to action will work just as well. So maybe what if a focus group is the size of a small country, or even a large country? In the US, we have 140 million people, 70 million of which come on every single day. Maybe using Facebook to actually develop your next product. Vitamin Water actually allowed users to enter a competition where they could place different flavors forward. The winner then got their product placed on the shelves of the stores, and they got a percentage of the product, of the profits. Maybe where your friends go shopping with you when they're not even with you. Moving away from Facebook as a platform and looking at things such as social plugins, which we'll move on to, where you can go into Levi's and you can share all the different products that you're interested in with your friends, automatically going back onto your Facebook profile.